Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Peter Chidozie, or Peter Chidozie, according to our own Nigerian accent. So in today's video, we're working on Introduction to Pixellab. These are the tools I use as a graphic designer. On today's video, we're working on just Pixellab. Although I have the premium one, because some people have been asking for the premium Pixellab, but I decided to use this one because this is the only Pixellab you find on Play Store. You can only get access to other Pixellabs through some website links and other stuff, but this is the one you'll find on Play Store. That is why we're working on this one. Moving on today's video, so I am going to tell you the use of all these things from start to finish. So when you open your Pixellab, this is exactly what you're going to see. This is how the display is going to look like. So I'm going to start from here. Should I start from the top? Okay, I'm going to start from the top. This section is going to be smooth. Now this is a plus sign. This is for editing your text. If you want to edit your text here, you can just drag, just double tap and click whatever you want to type, then boom. This one is for current states. If you need maybe the current states in any of your projects, instead of you to start looking for the date, you can just come here and tap current dates, then it will appear. And today is on the 10th of January 2026. So the next one is sticker. We all know what sticker is. In case you want to add something to your design, you want to just spicing it up. The next one is shapes. You want to add shapes. When you click on shapes, the first one you're going to see is square. Then if you want, if you're looking for another type of shape you want to choose, you can just click here, then you can tap on your preferred shape, just like that. Then when you click on your preferred shape, if you want to edit, this is opacity. We all know what opacity is. If you don't know the meaning, you can go and check the meaning. But with what I'm doing, you should know what the meaning of opacity. Reducing the visibility of anything. So yes, this is color. If you want to edit the color, this is gradient color. We should know what gradient color is. This is stroke. Stroke are this line at the edges. This is opacity of the stroke. You can just when you have the app, just play with the app, and with this video you can use the video to get a lot from this app. It has many beautiful features. So draw. This is if you want to draw any line. This is for those that has straight hand. My hand is not straight, so my hand is straight in Jesus' name. So yes, I'm going to delete it. The next one is save. This is a save button. This is for your projects. Anytime you're done with your project, if you want to save, you can just come here, save as projects, then you type your project name. 90% of the designers are always fond of typing nonsense. Yes, I was also in that shoe. I was a victim before, but I just had to discipline myself not to do that again. You can just type the brand's name. Let's say you're working on a real estate project. You can just write Peter's or Peterson Real Estate. Something like that. Just then save. Then if you want to save it on your phone, on your image for further editing, maybe you want to edit them on Lightroom and other apps, you can just come here, save as image. And be attentive here. Whenever you want to save any design as image, do not save on default. If you save it on default, your design will be blurry. It won't have this quality. You save on PNG for good quality, especially for printing. But all the time I do save on PNG. When you tap on this side, you click on Ultra, which is the last option. Click on Ultra and save to gallery. When you save it to gallery, your design will come out clean. The other one too is for saving. This other one is for saving too. I think they do the same thing. Like I said before, this one is for quotes. If you need any quotes, any morning quotes, you can just come here. Maybe if you're out of, you have been brainstorming, you're out of ideas, you can just come here and click something and edit it, something like that. These 3 dots, you can use this one to import any image from your gallery. If you want to import any image, that is why you're going to do it. So there are different ways of importing image. I think I showed you the first one. The first one is here from gallery. The second one is here. You're still going to find more down here, but get into that soon. The next one is full screen. After design, you just want to see your design on a full view. You can just click here. The next one is use image from camera. This is if you want to take a quick selfie from your phone. You click here. Export image is still the same thing. It's still the same thing as that saving. Yeah, if you want to save it on your phone directly, not on the app. No, I don't know if I said this before. Saving as project is saving it on this Pixellab app. I don't know if you understand. Why saving as an image should be on your phone. Yeah. Image size. Every project has a specific size. Yeah, every project, like for a banner has its own size. Banner has its own size. A social media flyer poster has its own size. Yeah, there's still going to be a video on that, on how to check size of every design. This is if you want to change the size of your design, your project. This one is tutorial. Not really necessary. If you need tutorials, I'll go to YouTube. I think they'll direct you to YouTube. I said it. I know they're going to direct you to YouTube. This one is for removing ads, not necessary. Recover autosave. This is if you have been working on the project and the app is kind of misbehaving, or maybe you mistakenly deleted something and you need to recover it back. If you can still remember the time in which you made that design, you can come here and look for the time. If you click it, it will take you back to when you did that thing. I don't know if you understand. It's to recover old projects. This one is open PLP file. Instead of coming here, this is your PLP files. You can still come here and just open it. It's the same thing. I think this one is going to take time a little bit. Yeah, so the next one is about, just to, you can do this one on your own. This is to exit the app. Now moving on. Coming to this side, this is my projects. This is if you want to access your projects. These are some of my projects. Also my project are here. Yeah, the next one is default background. This is a default background. Like I said before, when you open the app, this is the first display you see. This is different template, background templates. And just, if you want to just do a quick edit as a beginner, you can use them. But as time goes on, I'm not sure you have interest in all these ones, because these ones are not really necessary. You can literally create them on your own. Let's move back to the normal background. Now, this is the main deal. This is A, to create text again. This is the text. Now, if you want to edit text, I think I said it before. Yeah, you can either double tap or you just click on edit here. This is edit. Once I click on edit, yeah, I'm going to give me access to edit my text, or I can just double tap. You can choose anyone that is easy for you. So now let me type something, because I'm going to use it throughout this video. Project. Now, after typing here, the first thing you see here is style. That is on this A. I'm still on this A. The first thing here is style. This style is how you want your text to appear. Yeah, so most of us don't really use it, but for the tutorial sake, I'm just still going to show you, so you won't come and start asking questions. I don't know how to use this. This is style. Yeah, this is Pixellab style. You can just choose anyone. Or this is not really necessary, but I just want to show you for clarity's sake, like I said. Then this is edits. Yeah, I think I've showed you this one. This is delete. If you want to delete, any of your designs. Let's say I want to delete this text, I'll come here and delete it. I'm going to type it back. Double tap. Project. So yeah, I can drag it from here too. I can drag it from here. Yeah, the next one is on copy. If I need to copy, I can copy more than as I want, as many as I want. Sorry. So yeah, as many as I want. So on this segment, I think we should be needing to lead soon. The next one is to the front. Let's assume there was a shape. Okay, let me just create a shape. Or should I just add something? Okay, let me use this. Let me add a color so you can easily see it. Okay, this is projects. Now these are the fronts. If I want to make this white project, the one I use white text, which is at the back. If I want it to be at the front, I'll just click front. That automatically comes to the front. If I want it to be at the back, that is the work. Now the next one is position. Is if I want to move any resources, any objects. I want to move any objects. Yeah. If I want it to be very fast, I'll just have to increase the movements. Then, if I want this to be slow, you decrease the movements. The next one, we're still going to work on this part though. I purposely just left there. After here, we'll come to this side. The next one is relative position. This one is very, very important as a creative. While you are designing and you're trying to bring any object at the middle, you are finding it difficult to bring it at the middle, you can just come to relative position instead of using your hand. Yeah, just press here. It automatically comes to the middle. Yes, regardless of the position, middle. This is for side. This is for the other side. This is down. This is middle. Then this is text size. Yeah, I prefer you use this side. I advise you to use this side than dragging it here. Dragging it here will reduce the quality. Sometimes it can be blurry. Yes. So instead of dragging your text, you can just come here and increase. The only time you can now drag is if it has, it has reached a limit and you still need to, make it more. You can now drag it. Then when you drag, if you feel it's blurry, you want to retain the quality. After dragging, just press copy. This one quality is always better than the previous one. So let's leave it to this side. Okay, guys. Now this is padding, left padding. You know what padding is now. And do you know why this thing is important? Do you know why this click is important? There are some fonts. There are some fonts you download, and whenever you start using those fonts, you find out that it will just automatically cut some part of the object. Like you can just cut this T. I don't know. I should have shown you guys here, but because of the time. So if you notice there's any cuts in any of your text, you can just come here and increase the padding. That is the work of this one. Just increase it. And this one is for your color. Yeah, your color. This one's for your green. I think I've explained what gradient is before. Let's leave it on color. This color. Now, if you want to, maybe you're trying to be creative, you want this PRO to be another color, you want this JECT to be another color, you can come here. That is where this section is important. Now I want this PRO to just be yellow. Click on yellow. Then I want this JECT to be on black. You see, I've highlighted the JECT, then I'll click on black, green rather. So you see, that's the work. I want everything to be on green. Come here. The next one is texture. This one is for this one is going to be very interesting. That means I have to look for a background. Okay, let me first of all use a font. Let me use a font. Okay, let me use this font. Okay, let me use this font. So you are going to see what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to increase this text. Now there are some fonts you see and you notice there's always this shiny, they're always having this shiny display. Some of them use this texture, they apply this good background on the text, while some is text effects, then they will edit it to 3D and other stuff. But I just want to show you how to add backgrounds, good backgrounds to your fonts. Now you go to texture and click here and I'm going to be using this one. All these backgrounds, I got them from Pinterest. You can download them on Pinterest. Now this is it. You see that there's a difference now. Yeah, if I want to edit it, I can also click on it, make it wide, and just edit. That is the work of texture. Now the next one is opacity. I explain what opacity is. If you want to reduce the visibility of an object, this one is rotates. Mask. As time goes on, you know the use of this one. I think the explanation of this mask is very broad. But if you want to cut out something, you can see. You just want to cut out any parts of any object. You want to cut out any parts of any object. That is where mask comes in. Once I click on it, you see I'll tap here and drag it. It takes time for you to learn how to do this one. This one is like another different lesson entirely. Yeah. Just know that it is for cutting any parts of any object. No, I'm going to take it back. The next one is font. This particular Pixellab doesn't really have that much fonts. Yeah, doesn't really have. So most of the times you have to download fonts. These are the fonts I downloaded on my own. These are the ones I downloaded. So with this video, you can just, I don't know, if there's a way you can just look at the most important fonts you should download. This Bricolage, Bryce, you know. You can just check for fonts. If you want more fonts, go to your Chrome and type DaFonts, DA.fonts. When you click on DaFonts, they will show you different kind of fonts that you can click and download. This one is for style. If you want to make it bold, you notice it is now bigger than before. Yeah, just play with these things and it's not really complicated. This one is for curve. Yeah, you want that curvy effects. This one is for background, text background, you know. Instead of you creating a shape, a square shape, and putting it at the back, instead of that going through all those traits, you can just come here, you know, text background, padding. If you want to increase it, left padding, right padding, or top padding, you can just play with it. Radius, you know, because we all know what this radius is now. Just that's the work. Then the next one is alignment. Okay, I'm going to use full text for this one. Let me type something. Introduction to okay. This alignment. Okay, I'm supposed to make this. Let me make this thing dark. Let me change the color. I think this color is okay. So as I was saying, alignments. This one is just to, you know, if you want it to be at the right side, left side. Okay, this is right, this is left. Then if you want it to be at the center, just this one is just for your alignment. This one is for spacing. If you need space, there are some text, small text you write, especially on those places where the road presents. Yeah, if you notice in any church design, that place they're always writing presents. Most of the times there's always space in between those texts. So if you need that kind of space, this is where you find it. Just increase the space. Yeah. Then if you don't want to increase the space individually, if you just want to increase the space by the words, I'm just going to come here. Then reduce text here. Then instead of me increasing the space, see labels, just you see. But if I want all of them to be separate from each other, so yeah, the next one is line spacing. Line spacing. If you want this kind of space, this is where you find it. The next one is stroke. I told you guys what stroke is. Stroke is that edgy line. That line that is always at the edge of any. Let me change the color. See. This one is shadow. This one is shadow. You can just play with it. The next one is inner shadow. Inner shadow. Almost the same thing, but quite different. Just this one's. This one is. Okay, this one is the perspective. Yeah, this one is for shape shifting. You just want to change the look. Yeah, and just play with it. As time goes on, you know how to use all these things. I just want to show you what all these things are used for. You want to change the look, you want to just play with it, and yeah, that's the work. The other one is on rotate, 3D rotates. See, next one is 3D text. We all know what 3D is, so I don't have to just 3D text. This one is shadow. If you need a shadow, black shadow, you can literally create a shadow by yourself. I think that will be in one of my videos. If you need something under, want it to be blurry or not, so it's to expand. Then the last one is reflection. If you need a reflection, see all those reflections you see on designs. This is how they get them using Pixellab. So now this is the end of this bottom part. Now we're going back to this place now. Yeah. So now this first one is editing text. It's still the same thing. The only thing is you just have to choose the one that is more easy and one that is easy for you. Do you understand? So this one is for deleting. If I want to delete this particular thing now, just come here. You can still delete it from here too. So you can just choose anyone. Now this one is for bring it back previous work. Let's say I deleted this one. Maybe I mistakenly deleted it. I want to bring it back, and I can just press back and recover it. This one is for zooming. Yeah, maybe I'm working on a very tiny space and I need to be very careful. You can just zoom and do whatever I want to do. Now this is grid line, which is very, very important as a graphic designer. Make sure anytime you're working on the projects, always use your grid lines for alignment. Your grid lines will help you know if your work is accurate, if your work is well aligned. You can change the lines. You can, if you want to change the lines, this is where you click. After clicking on alignment, you see click on the settings. Then this last one here, you can change the numbers. Most of the time I use 10 by 10. I just like using 10 by 10. That's what I use every time. Then if you want to move, you can just click here. This one, you can move it. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, the last one is your layers. This is where you find your layers. Yeah, this is where you find your layers. Let me copy all these ones. Let me copy this one. So I'll create plenty layers. So if you want to lock your design, let's say you're designing a flyer and you're trying to, you just don't want any disturbance. You don't want a situation whereby you're moving and you're mistakenly touching another object. You can just come here and lock them. Oh, sorry, lock them. See, I lock them. They are not movable. Only this one that I did not lock. Now, if I need to this current project, this text here project is at the back of all this text introduction to Pixellab. If I want to bring them at the front, I can either just click here to the front, or I can come here and drag it up to go to the front. That's the work. Now I'm going to the last one is on merging. That will be the last section of this video. If I want to merge this three together, maybe I'm working on a project and I just need to move these three at the same time instead of me moving them one by one. What I'll do is I'll come here and I'll click on this particular place here. Oh, sorry. I'll click on this particular place here. Then I'll select the ones I want to merge. Then come here again, this one, and press OK. Now they are together. Instead of moving them one by one, you can just, and that's it. Now, if I want to make it, maybe I'm trying to make it invisible. I want to, make it invisible. Just click here. If I want it to come back. Yeah. And you can also edit every object from here. Maybe you want to copy. Instead of you coming back here to start copying, and you can just do everything here. Just here is for copying, here is for relative position, here is for position, here is for rotating, just play with all these things. So I've come to the end of introduction to Pixellab. See you on my next video. Let me delete this once.